McDonald's of Princeton, the Woodall Agency, Youth Incorporated, Caldwell Medical Center, First Southern National Bank, Treasurers Remembered, Farmers Bank and Trust, Princeton Electric Plant Board, Gordner Gas, Lakota Cena Mexican Restaurant, Fredonia Valley Bank, KFC and A&W of Princeton, and Planted Space. And now we go live to the field for Caldwell County Tiger Soccer right here on your hometown radio station, WCKY.
Good evening. We're here at the Butler Stadium tonight as we're getting prepared to make the announcements for this evening's game at the First District title matches for the week as we get ready. Coach Jacobs is here to make the announcements in preparation for the game. He will be announcing the academic team for both of the teams. Hopkins Central Storm will be first, and then the Caldwell County Tigers will be second, and then the lineup for the game itself. So as you listen in, just pay attention. We're at the Butler tonight after the first game with Madisonville beating Central Girls 2-0 in the first match of this district lineup for the tournament. So as Coach Jacobs gets ready to call the boys out by name, this is in honor for district of the students that are playing on the teams that are listed as academic achievers for the academic team on the field. He will announce those sports athletes first, and then the team will go on the field.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's 7th District Tournament match between the home Hopkins Central Storm and the visiting Caldwell County Tigers. We would first like to announce the all-district teams for both home and away sides. These students have a 3.5 GPA or higher. We'll start first with the Hopkins Central Storm. Dylan Dunlap. Chase French. Chase Garrett. Colin Garrett. Javen Jones. Joel Jones. Dylan Norris. Nathan Ritchie. Sydney Ritchie. Emiliano Cifuentes.
That was the Central.
And now for the visiting Caldwell County Tigers. Josh Hagan, Michael Henry, Boyce Nichols, Nathaniel Paredes, Caleb Riley, Barrett Schultz, Beckett Schultz, Josh Sherrill, and Jin Hong Zhang.
That was the all-academic team that he
We would now like to announce the non-starters for each team, starting first with the home Hopkins Central Storm. Number 3, Kenny Goodlow. Number 5, Carlos Cifuentes. Number 8, Javen Jones. Number 9, Sydney Ritchie. Number 12, Colin Garrett. Number 14, Joel Jones. Number 17, Alec Jolly. Number 19, Charles French. And number 23, Chase Garrett. And now for your starting lineup for the Storm. Number 1, Nathan Ritchie. Number 2, Ryan Vaughn. Number 7, Juan Rivera Mena. Number 10, Isaac Evans. Number 11, Emiliano Cifuentes. Number 13, Dylan Dunlap. Number 15, Eli Walker. Number 16, Luis Hernandez. Number 18, Jacob Parker. Number 20, Dylan Norris. And number 23, Chase Garrett. And now the non-starters for your Caldwell County Tigers. Number 2, Cody Sperry. Number 3, Seth Hodges. Number 8, Josh Hagan. Number 13, Beckett Schultz. Number 17, Cole Sherrill. Number 19, Caleb Riley. Number 20, Bryson Bannister. 21, Nathaniel Paredes. 22, Demarion Bush. 23, Chris Dockweiler. 24, Sean Nichols. 25, Jamarius Blaine. 26, Josh Sherrill. And 35, Darian Francis. Now for the starting lineup for your Caldwell County Tigers. Number 1, Barrett Schultz. Number 4, Jack Kinsolving. Number 5, Colin Schaefer. Number 6, Ryan Frisch. Number 8, Boyce Nichols. Number 9, Mitchell Scott. Number 10, Jin Hong Zhang. Number 11, Warren Forsythe. Number 12, Michael Henry. Number 14, Will Darnell. And number 34, Garrick Smirwaba. Good luck, guys.
That is the starting lineup has been called out for this 7th district game for this district tournament. We came to this tournament after a defeat here on this field from the matchup of this group as we started out. It was a 1-0 after a crazy night of soccer. And we'll explain a little bit more of that. Guys are huddled up, getting ready for this game. Coach Jacobs and myself are here. Butler Stadium ready for this soccer game. Looks like the bleachers are pretty full for those that are in the chairs and up against the wall for both teams. Pretty good crowd here tonight. We look forward to this matchup as we go into it. Tell us about the last game before we get started in this one, Jacobs.
Last game, Madisonville North girls defeated Central's girls 2-0. It's a pretty hard-fought game between two teams, pretty even game between two teams. The winner of that game will then face us on Thursday night at 5:30, so it will be a Caldwell County Madisonville North final for another repeat this year.
Storm's going to get the ball first. They are headed towards the north end of the field, towards the soccer goal that is on the concession stand. We will be facing and headed towards the south end of the concession stand in this first half. They kick the ball back towards the front end. Mitchell Scott comes in on the far side, takes it down the corner because he steals it, and they give it a good pooch kick out on that side. Going to reset the clock over here for the officials and get things rolling, and you got a disconnect somewhere, brother. As they're trying to get that done, there it is. I got a reset on it, and we're about 30 seconds in, so the clock will be a little off, and the official time's out on the field anyway. So we receive the ball, take it down. Mitchell steals it and goes in. They kick it out. We throw it in, and they have redeemed the ball. Jin Hong on the battle with number 10, and accidentally kicked out by number 7, Boyce Nichols. He was claimed to be number 8 when we did the lineup, but Jacobs, he was just one off. That's no big deal. Ball thrown in by Central. They're tagging. Ball goes far down, and Jin Hong's guarding it as Schultz comes out, picks the ball up. We'll see if he's going to drop punt it or punt it. We'll see.
Would guess a drop punt. I do like the energy that Caldwell's come out with so far. They look like they've got a lot of fight in them. They're wanting to win this game, get a little redemption from the last time.
Well, redemption, they've had a rough season. Some good things happened. Had a good night the other night with a 8-2 win, or 9-2 win, excuse me. And Mitchell Scott came out with a record-tying score, 8 goals in that event, which he was wanting to get 9 to break the school record, but didn't get it. And looking to see what will happen tonight.
Yeah, 8. That's an incredible number to score in a game, 8 goals, and hats off to him for that one. I know he's proud of that accomplishment. His teammates are proud of that accomplishment as well.
If he'd have had about, I'd say, another minute on the clock, he probably would have beat that opportunity there.
Excellent ball by G there.
All the way down the far corner. Darnell's going to pooch it up high, puts it right in front of the goal. A header right in front of the goal and knocked down by them and picked up by their goalie.
Excellent, excellent look there for the Tigers. That's a great way to start, an excellent choice. And Garrett for North was in a good position to make that stop.
That was just technical soccer all the way around. Ball came in the right spot, defenders in the right spot. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, so that's a good look. Tonight, as we've mentioned every game, we do now have 3 referees for this district game, which is a blessing. You got a center ref now and 2 line judges, 2 line refs, and so that makes it a little easier and a little more competitive when people really know what's going on. And so we're grateful for that tonight.
7 there, Mena for Central. Looks like he's got good control of the ball. I would think that he's going to be a little bit of a danger coming down that wing, but so far the Tigers have adjusted well to pick him up every time he's had his foot on it.
Number 7 and number 10 were the two to look at last time that we played here on this field. I don't remember when we played Central at Central, but they've got a little strong foot there and looking for a good opportunity when it comes down.
All right, Schultz, he'll take those all day long. He's a excellent, technically sound keeper, and shots like that are going to be his best friend all night.
Throws the ball down past half. Getting a little aggressive there, bumping. Flag goes up on the far side. We're going to throw it in.
This is when I expect this to be a physical game. Anytime you're in postseason play, especially an elimination game, it's win or go home, and so all of them are going to leave everything they've got out there on that field for a chance at the title on Thursday.
G coming in fresh, senior tonight. He's playing very aggressive, and when he's in that center point, if everybody else is doing what they're supposed to do, he is very aggressive, and he's got a good, strong foot. So you'll look to see them try to spread everybody out and put the ball right in front of him. When he does, he can be 25, 30 out. If he puts his foot on it, it's going towards the goal.
Yeah, G's got excellent control, play some great balls through. I'm sure he'll be looking to make an impact as soon as he can in this game.
He's not very fast, but at the same token, he's got a presence there up front where he's at, and it makes a big difference. Jin Hong working the back here, mid defender. He's all the way back as defender, but he pushes up because of his speed and stuff, pulls up mid and helps out. Going to get thrown in by Jin Hong. Going to head it down probably middle of the field, looking for a blue shirt. Schaefer reaches up to grab it and doesn't get control and comes on out. So they're going to get throw in here at midfield. Number 11 is going to throw it in. Getting a good look for it. Ball's thrown in. Number 2 picks it up.
Good throw there by Fuentes. Found the open man, looking to move forward.
Number 7, as you was talking, he's off sides, but as you were talking about on this side wing here coming down, he is one to watch because they're wanting him to put that right foot on it and send it over there.
Yeah, you can tell whenever they have the ball, they're looking to either get it to number 10, Evans, or 7, Mena, every single time. They seem to be the two strongest offensive players they have, and so they're looking to feed them pretty continuously down that wing.
They're actually set up in a I don't know what you would call it, Jacob. You might have to help me here, but number 11 and number 15 is almost a back forward instead of a front line forward with them. So they only got the 2 up front, but they're not running a 1-3 or.
Now it looks like Central looks like they're playing a 4-5-1. That's what I would call it. It seems they've got their midfield pretty packed. You've got 10 Evans up at the very top. He seems to kind of be the target man, and they're looking to play a little width, and that's usually what you'll see in a 4-5-1.
Ball thrown in. Schaefer turns the ball, and again, there's G pushing the ball up. Going to send it to Frisch right down the middle. He's met by 2 defenders.
It's number 20, Dylan Norris, playing that ball up.
Henry gets a save on the ball there and sends it over to Jin Hong, not with much control, but Jin Hong sends it back, and we lose it at midfield. Forsythe stopping the ball as it comes down off of number 15, it looks like, and looking, but again, you got number 11 and number 7 over here pushing for spread out and wide open to shoot. Again, there's G at the top looking for opportunity. Mitchell sends it far wide down the far side to Forsythe, to Darnell, who was playing in the back, but he's got a good strong foot too. Got a runaway down towards the corner looking for a
looks like it got a little deflection there. It was fortunate for the Central defender to get up and win that ball.
Yeah.
Popping out to midfield, and Central's looking like they're going to try and play a quick counterattack in. Is a little bit too strong for him.
Good technically.
One interesting thing I've noticed, I'm wondering if the referees are ever going to notice this, is number 15 for them. That's Eli Walker, the compression leggings that he has on. Actually, if you're looking at KHSA rule, he should not be allowed to be on the field right now. And should have
because of the brace in it?
No, should have a yellow card because they're not the same color as the uniform. That's something they're usually pretty strict about. Mitchell Scott would be another one that should be getting a card as well, based on the KHSA tournament rules.
Even with them being leggings?
Yep, they have to be the same color. We in our girls' game were told that Zaria couldn't wear ones that were black because we had on white.
Well, maybe it's a tit for tat. Since one group's got them on, they're just going to let it go for everybody.
Could be. It's Good clear there by number 13, Dylan Dunlap. Oh, there you go. Little foul there. Clipped his ankles a little bit. Ryan Frisch on the
That's
the
Yoder
foul.
Frisch, sir. He's got the Yoder beard.
It's going to be a good set piece opportunity for the Tigers early on in the half. About 32 minutes remaining, give or take.
Nichols going to come up and give it a send-off. Sends it far to the other side, over the top of everybody where Darnell can pick it up. Going to look for the crossover there. Sending it right, as I said a minute ago. Just didn't get his foot on it.
Scott tries to put it on frame, a little bit off. I think if Nichols could take that over again, he probably didn't quite strike it, but it worked out just fine, and Darnell's coming forward on the attack. Quick little play into Frisch.
And again, we were talking about it earlier, quite a few up in the front.
Oh, yeah, I will say Tigers are pushing high. This is something they've looked to come out with high energy. They're loading it up. Central also has a lot back defensively. So
going down the corner,
whip.
Mitchell Scott headed over towards the goal. He puts it up just outside the back side of the post.
Yeah, not a bad effort there. That's a tough angle to hit it from, coming down that short side on the keeper.
Several of those were where he made his points the other night, though. So one advantage we have in this tournament is this is our field, and they're used to, especially when it's a corner kick or those kind of things, they're used to placement better than the rest of them.
That is very, very true, and that's something I'm sure the guys will be looking to play on tonight.
If they make good placement kicks. Now, there's number 11 on the far side. They've drawn everybody off, and now he's over, coming down the far corner. Ball gets kicked up and in. Handball in the box.
Should be a handball, yep.
And we did get the whistle.
That was it. That was an excellent ball in by Fuentes there. He played the ball in well. There was a little bit loss of the runner. I believe that was Evans that came into the box, but fortunate for the Tigers, unfortunate for the Storm. Handball inside the box.
Mitchell Scott playing this far side over here.
Schultz looking to probably go down the middle.
Sending it hard.
There's a little communication there. Nichols, quick ball up. It's going to go out.
Out and a little hard.
This is 19, Charles French taking the throw for the Storm. Throws it into 16. He's looking to move forward. Having a little bit of defensive confusion there as they try and play the ball in. Quick little deflection, and Schaefer's going to look to get it off his foot quick.
Going to have to put a stronger foot on that ball if you're going to pass it with these guys coming at it.
Yeah, that is very true. That's something that I know the boys have been working on. We've also on the girls' end been working on it as well with our speed of play and getting the ball off your foot quickly. With a team like Central, it's very physical, very aggressive towards you when you have the ball. That's the easiest way to combat that, is to get it off your foot as fast as you possibly can.
With strength in pass, a little elbow in the back there was not called.
No, it's going to be a handball there.
Handball there.
Ryan Frisch.
It's one thing to have a bump, but when you force your arm out up and it's in your back, that's a whole nother subject. Sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you can't. They got away with it that time.
Yeah, I will say our center ref today is one. He is pretty consistent about what he calls, so I expect that if that's handballs or something he's been consistent on so far, I'm sure that fouls will be as well.
A little hard on the pass over, goes out. Ball thrown in, met by Jin Hong and number 11 for their team. They're still in control of the
ball, looking to feed him again down the line. Cifuentes and Nichols, the hard run at it. Nichols is going to win that race with a nice slide tackle to put it out of bounds.
One of those risky moves that almost could have been a foul.
Yeah, that's one that you have to time that just right, and Nichols was able to do that. It's an excellent defensive play there. Now they'll look to tighten up and win the ball back quickly. It's going to be checked back to French, who's going to hold on to it and survey the field, try and find the middle.
Garrick Smarava comes up with a good break on that, slowed it down.
They're really looking to check to the center and then check it back out wide. That's been something that it looks like the Storm have been looking to do.
Henry pushes it up forward. Getting a little aggressive there on the hands on the way by.
Yeah, I said I imagine this will be a pretty chippy game here.
Presentation, especially if they get mad. Went down on a knee. And ref got the whistle. He went down hard too. I'm not sure who that was.
That was looked like number 15, Eli Walker.
Looked like he hung it up in the grass there and went forward on it. So it's trainer's going to head out and coach going to head out. Number 3 coming in behind him as a substitute for
So that'll be number 3, Kenny Goodlow, coming in for number 15, Eli Walker.
The way he pulled his leg up and holding it down, he's definitely racked that knee up pretty good.
Yeah, it looked like you said, he either caught it in the grass. He may have had a quick little step on that ball that he didn't mean to do, but either way, it tweaked that knee a little bit. Yeah, quick jerk in motion is something that not good for your knee whenever you're not
Mr. Riley setting over he first game scrimmage, went down, tried to come back in 2 weeks later, and he's down for the. We're going to take a 1-minute break as we've got a medical situation here. They're dragging him off the field. Looks like Mama was helping him. So we're going to go back to the station, take a 1-minute break as we get everything rolling.
Here's a special message for Penny Ryan Electric members. Penny Ryan Electric is conducting member satisfaction surveys by telephone in October. Calls will be made from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The survey will take about 5 to 7 minutes. The surveys will help identify overall member satisfaction and be used as a measurement by Penny Ryan Electric to ensure superior service to members. We thank you in advance for your time and cooperation. Penny Ryan Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative.
Hello, I am Charlotte Cummings, Outreach and Enrollment Coordinator at Community Medical Clinic. My role is to educate the community about the medical services that we provide and to assist any individual in locating and enrolling into an appropriate health insurance plan. Navigating the health insurance information exchange and finding your way through a maze of health insurance choices is not an easy task. So if you're needing to obtain health insurance and need a helping hand, please contact me at my office in Princeton at 310 Hawthorne Street. I assist patients at all 3 of our clinic locations, Hopkinsville, Oak Grove, and here in Princeton. Call today for an appointment to meet me for exploring your health insurance options. Our number in Princeton is 270-365-0227. Care that is close to home and close to your heart.
All right, we're back at Butler Stadium. We have if you will, a medical timeout there over on the far side. They drug the student off the field, and we're back at play. We had the ball thrown in, and there's been a little tit for tat. Now the ball's back on our end. Little slide tackle there. Jen Hong was in control of the ball. Now Darnell's got it on the far side going down towards the corner.
Will has made some excellent runs so far down that far side. He's going to look to cross the ball in. G in a great position. Little heavy touch at the top of the box, but an excellent
Came up off
chance.
of his thigh as well. Didn't get it far enough down to get a boot on it. But Mitchell Scott still taking it. Here comes the goalie out to the line there and sweeps it up. So they're not giving up on it and putting things in good position. G did a turnaround, got his heel caught, and went down pretty hard there on his backside. But high ball kick there. Ball headed back by Forsyth. Ball kicked high in midfield over towards the line. Received by a header off of Forsyth. Michael Henry trying to get in on the action. Ken Salvin steps in front of it. You got number 3, and number 10.
By Goodlow, the sub that
Nichols
just came in.
Nichols sends it. Got a strong foot. Of course, he's Friday nighter. Goal kicks for the football, but he's got a good, strong defense and a good, strong foot when he puts a mind to it, sends it down on the ground.
Yeah, he's the one, if he needs to get it out in a hurry, he can most definitely do it. I know Central now has been looking, it's turned into number 11. Miliano Cifuentes is the one who's trying to go down this far side. Number 7 has, Mana has actually tucked more into the center, so it's looked like they're trying to switch things up a little on.
Darnell subbing out. Demarion Bush went in for him in the mix of it, getting a little bump over there, and sounds like the crowd's investing in that.
Yeah, quick block on an attempted clearance by the Storm turned into a pretty decent opportunity, but it was cleared away by Ken Salving there in the back.
We are blessed. Demarion, number 22, he's going to be a freshman this year, doing pretty good as forward and JV and getting some feet on the ground here in this game. So looking for what he'll be doing for the team in the future in the mix.
Good. I know one thing the Tigers will probably want to start to get away from is Central seems to, whenever they have the ball, the one thing on their mind is to instantly clear it as hard as they can. And it looks like the Tigers are almost starting to buy into that as well. And when we get it, it's almost turning into a kickball match going back and forth. And that's something going forward. You want to control that ball, possess that ball a little, build an attack, and try and get an opportunity that way. It's something the Tigers did well at the beginning of the game.
Means they've got some tired legs usually.
Yes. There's Cifuentes there trying to play it over to Evans, their target man. Quick ball put on frame, and that is going to be a own goal. That was by Evans for the Hopkinsville Storm.
Off of Ken Salvin's chest.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate for the Tigers. That was, I believe that came off of Ken Solving in the back.
He was actually trying to move out of the way to get, but it still deflected off his chest, and Schultz couldn't get back to it.
Yeah, I believe it came off of Ken Solving's. Quick little shot put on there by Evans. Unlucky deflection for the Tigers, and it's one you just got to lower your head, shake it off, and come back even stronger to tie it up.
The actual blessing would have been if Ken Solving had not turned and rather framed it, it probably would have stopped. But
yeah.
You don't know that at the moment.
Right. That's one of those, if you knew now what you wish you did then type situations.
Jen Hong taking the ball to the side, working it towards Mitchell Scott. We get a high ball. Watch the equipment on this side. That's probably the closest one we've had all season.
Little bounce. One interesting thing I'm seeing with the Central defense is they're almost playing a diamond shape whenever we're in possession of the ball. And that's something that the Tigers may look to exploit space in between, I guess, what would be that sweeper and the stopper, where the area Ryan Frisch is heading right now. They're given a lot of space right at the top of that 18 centrally, and that may be something the Tigers look at to try and get an equalizer here.
Still volleying it back here in defensive end, trying to draw everybody up, too. Darnell back in, been given instructions, going down towards the corner. Demarion picking it up. I don't know what the instruction was, but it looked like they were, instead of Darnell taking it all the way down, Demarion was going to pull it down and let Darnell probably get a foot on it this time.
Yeah, he looked like it was a quick little overlap. May have looked for Bush to run down to the end and just check it back to him up the top of the 18 to put a quick little shot on. Tigers going to look to create something here off this throw, and Darnell looks like he's coming to more of a central midfield position rather than playing so far on the outside, maybe to get a couple opportunities on a shot for him.
He's got a good strong foot, so they're looking. Plus, G came out, and Frisch is back up front, so you got three across the front that if they get their foot, well, actually four across the front and mid that if they can get their foot on it, with Schaefer coming up there from mids. Darnell gets a head on it, boots it out to the side.
Yeah, and it's something I would like to see the Tigers try, and like I said, exploit that space that's in the back there. Central's doing a good job of making it hard whenever the forward's playing high across the three, but they've got a guy back there to kind of sweep back and forth for support. He's done a pretty good job so far of limiting them on the offensive.
Getting awful handy there in the mix of all this, so the aggression is not a problem. Number 11 going to the far side over there looking, and they're sending it way for too high over is what that was. Going to go out on the far side.
It's another one of those quick looks from Central trying to play it down the wing to Cifuentes, and they're trying to lay it over to the sub who came in, Kenny Goodlow. Just a little bit high, but Goodlow was in a good position to finish there if it would have landed.
There we go.
It's a good pick there by Schaefer. Scott looking to bring it up the wing. Bodied off of it, and that's going to be a yellow card.
Yellow card.
That was a well-deserved yellow card. Scott was a little frustrated coming off of that and actually took a little bit of a kick at him. That's one where you got to have your emotions in check there.
A lot of pushing and tugging, though, which...
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of pushing and shoving, a little bit of emotion, but that's one of those situations where when you're a goal down, emotions are going to run high, but you've got to check those and not get any needless cards.
Give him a mind check there for a minute, and he'll get him back in here.
Yeah, I would imagine so. They're going to look to play Cifuentes down that line again.
Central definitely using their hands and doing a lot of arm movement to position their strong upper use.
Yeah, it's going to be a physical game, and that's one to expect whenever you're in postseason. There was a very physical game earlier.
A lot of that has to do with center ref too on how much they let. Sometimes it's they call it quick and you don't have any.
Yeah, and that's one he's looking. If it's any indication how the last game was called, they're going to let him play in this one. The game before was very physical, lots of hands-on, but the center ref let him go. And you just have to adapt to however the situation is going to be. You got a corner for Central now. Looking to take in 3 guys high across the top of the box.
As long as nobody's getting hurt.
Excellent save by Schultz. Another excellent save. Poor marking there. That is something I'm sure that Coach Schaefer will have addressed with him. I think they only sent 3 in, and I think all 3 of them were able to get in there untouched. Good thing that Schultz is a very technically sound goalkeeper. He was able to backtrack and keep up with that. Bush looking to take it down the sideline now. Bush in a physical battle. Yeah, it's a lot of pushing and shoving going on. That's one I would not be surprised if the more this game goes along, the more physical it gets, and the referee may start having to making a decision about what he's going to constitute as a foul or not. Evans and Nichols going into a hard battle here. It's going to be played up to Darnell in the center. He lays it over to Bush. Bush is going to go down the sideline. In pursuit of him is going to be number 18, Jacob Parker.
Our scorekeeper, she's not said much over here tonight. I think she's watching the game.
Trying to learn a little something about it.
Would you like any comments for the public out here? She's all right. Jordan over here, he's doing his technical thing. And so WPKY is glad to be out here with you guys. Ball on our end, getting pushed around. Didn't step to the ball and lost opportunity there on that one. Mr. Bush, I don't know if he's out of steam, hurting, but he didn't raise up and step to the ball when the ball was coming to him.
Yeah, watching him over there now, he looks to be a little sore. He looks like he's got a little bit of a limp, maybe grabbing that left leg a bit. We're going to start to look to check the ball forward.
Not taking the opportunity that they had. Coach yelling, fix it, which means we understand you're frustrated, but pick up the ball and let's go.
It's an excellent win there by Forsythe, who's looking to play it down the wing.
Sends it to DeMarian. They're going to give them a few minutes time because of the card and some things to leave those subs in, but it'd be good if we had a real front line up there right now. It's 1-0. We are 25 minutes into this half. Unfortunate kick knocked off of Ken Sullivan's chest into the goal. Ball all the way down the far corner. We're going to get no, that was off us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it'll be a goal kick for the Storm. We're Tigers are making good progress up front. We're starting to get opportunities. We're starting to get some looks. Now we just got to kind of string it there in your attacking third and make something happen. It's an excellent header forward by Frisch. Like I said, Central is doing a pretty good job pushing everything wide by keeping those backs in that kind of diamond shape and pretty compact and trying to just send everything out to the flanks.
Ball thrown in on far side. Met by Henry. Ball goes off his foot, goes out now. Been knocked off of them. We get to throw in. Received by Darnell, and he sends it over to midfield. Number 25. That is Blaine, Jamarius Blaine. He's not had much playing time on the varsity this year. Some of them, when they substitute out like that, I haven't spoke their name quite enough to remember it just off the top of my head. So they're going to receive the ball in the box, kick it out. They get a reset on the far side. Getting a little instruction from the Central's coach over here. Ball thrown in. Frisch receives it on the side in the abyss and taken away.
Yeah, whiffed on that ball a bit. Looks like it's going to be a Tigers throw, though. Must have taken a deflection. It's a little tough to see over on this side from the roof of the dugout.
It's the abyss.
Yeah, that's right. Zhang taking that throw in. Plays it to Blaine.
Another deflection off of a good kick from Schaefer. Going to get the throw in on the far side. If they'll move quickly, they're going to throw it in. Jen Hong sends it right over to the box. Darnell stops it, sends it over wide.
Good switch, good opportunity.
To Forsythe. Forsythe puts a strong foot on it, high into the outside.
That's not a bad look there, and that's something with as compact as Central is going to pack that box and as compact as they're going to play in their defensive third. You've got to look to try and switch the ball quickly and get a shot on like that. Forsythe was in an excellent position to take that shot just a bit outside.
About 3 more foot over, and he'd have been in perfect shape for a goal. Goalie couldn't have received it if he wanted to.
It's a well-struck ball. Now Tigers going to look to move forward again from a little pivot in the midfield from Henry.
Jin Hong at the back, pick it up, and he sends it down to Frisch. A little hot, so he misses it with his toe. They're picking up. Number 19's coming down. Picks it up, comes all the way down. Schultz tells him, hold up, he's got it.
It's another one of those. They're just looking to feed Fuentes over here. He's been making runs consistently down that wing, and that seems to be their target on the outside.
Punt comes in off of Darnell's head, way past the top of the circle. Deflected over, sent, and looking for Frisch to send it forward to Schaefer, but didn't make it.
It was another good-looking
Missed
opportunity.
it by that much, Dunn said. Frisch coming in hot. Still got open in midfield. He's going to go ahead and give it a boot, but again, out to the left side of the goal by about 5 foot.
Yeah, a little unlucky of a touch there. I'll imagine that the Tigers look to switch the ball a little more whenever they have it. Like I said, try and open up and unlock that Storm defense.
Mitchell Scott coming in after that yellow card, prepared to come in back off the field. Getting some family sideline instructions to not do that again and lighten the mood a little bit and get things back to go here.
Storm looking to make a quick attack forward, but it's going to be dealt with by Nichols pretty easily.
Unfortunately, Nichols kicks it and it bounces off again. Should be an offsides call there, but
it's another play over for Fuentes on that far right side. Looking to make that run down.
That was a game of chance on whether or not that was offsides, where they were positioned on that one.
Yeah, it was tough to see. I think if anyone was holding him on, it may have been number 10, Zhang, for the Tigers. Trying to backtrack a little and chase that run in.
A little concerned about Mitchell Scott being back out there.
That's another one of those that was a good decision to check it back and a good boot up, but with the way the Storm were playing in that back four in that diamond shape, anything that's over the top is going to be dealt with pretty quickly by, looks to be number 20, Dylan Norris back there, who they've got more as a stopper, I would say, to just clean up anything that's in the back line.
Sends it over, Schaefer. Mitchell pulls them off, sends it back over to Darnell. One of the things they're going to have to identify is they cannot wait. It's not a give me when you kick it with this bunch.
No,
they got some speed. Mitchell comes in, steals it again off of 11. He's taking it down to the far corner. A little handy there on that. He takes it to try to send it in. Again, you're looking at 6 white shirts back there with you, unless you get it broken. So now, in our
a little decision there. Forsythe not real happy with Central player kicking the ball back to him after the initial foul was called. That's another one. You can't let your emotions get the best of you. It's a tough game, but the Tigers got to play smart here. Excellent ball in.
I will have to say this. It's always an aggressive and challenging style of the referee makes a big difference in that. And every game that I've ever seen him do the center end, there's always been that tension that rises up.
Yeah, there's a little bit of tension in the air here. The Tigers looking a lot more aggressive right now since that first goal's been scored. It looks like they've got a bit of energy with about 9 minutes or so remaining in the half, give or take some stoppage time for injuries and cards.
Chris sends it down the corner there. Going to get a little boot back. Mitchell's coming down the far corner. Pulls it in, sends it to Schaefer. Schaefer toe taps it. They're going back out to the top of the circle, and where's he sending it? To Jin Hong to the far side, sending it back. He's going to put a boot on it, can't get it. And where's our blue shirts in the corner? Nobody's down.
Yeah, Central's keeper. Garrett's going to be there to pick it up.
Having a hard time with that diamond. You were talking about getting an open spot to get a good boot on it. They've volleyed it back and forth with each other, but can't anybody get a wide open spot with the aggression they got to put a good boot on it.
Yeah, and it's good. They're buzzing around the top of that box. Now you just got to find the secret to unlock that diamond and get into the 18.
Handball right there on number 7.
Handball there on that is Mena in the center. They're going to look for a quick kick here for the Tigers. Nichols going to take it straight up the middle to Frisch.
Frisch gets it under control, and he's looking for Scott on the far side. He's going to take it down.
Excellent cut there. It's one thing about Mitchell Scott. He's got great foot skill. In a 1v1 battle, I would put him up with just about any defender he's going to be matched up with.
Ball goes off of their foot on the far side. Going to get a throw in. Going to reset. I'm not sure where they're moving towards, but Mitchell's pulling back. Probably for what we just said, if that's the key to it, getting that diamond dropped in and the way they're going at it. If he can drop back and pick it up on the side and shoot it, may be to our advantage there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're going to have to do is play that ball wide and then check it back inside very quickly. You want to catch that back four on a defensive shift, and if you can do that, some gaps will start to open up to move into.
The biggest thing I'm watching with our guys is they got to keep their head up, focused up, not looking down. Because once the ball lands there, they're going to have to punch it.
It's very true. That and stepping to a ball where one thing Central's doing is they're beating us to just about every single ball that's going in. Got two guys coming off now for the Storm. It's number 19, Charles French, and number 3, Kenny Goodall.
Ken Sullivan stops the ball with a high foot, moves it back down towards the top of the crest, and Frisch is trying to move it and loses it. Met up by Forsythe on the far side.
Looking to feed that ball into Evans there, but Ken Sullivan's going to pick that up and play it out safely.
I'm not sure. I never did see the other player who had the injury on the far side make it back around this side of the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Looking over there, I don't see him, but I'm like you. I
I didn't
not
see him make it back over here.
Central looking for the throw into Mena there. It's going to be dealt with by Forsythe. Another Storm throw. It's going to be Mena to take this one. Looking there for Evans on the far corner.
Frisch gets a good boot on it, sends it down to Mitchell. Mitchell's high, sends it down far end. All our Blues on the other end, as long as they...
That's another one of those balls, and that's what I'm talking about. Whenever they flip it over the top and you've got number 20 back there, Norris, who's just kind of anchoring that back four, and anything that's coming back, he's just kind of cleaning it up and playing it out. Sub now Josh Hagan, number 8, coming on for number 5, Colin Schaefer for the Tigers. Hagan, another one of those young ones getting a little bit of experience in first district play.
Mitchell coming high with a header. Receives the ball. Got Hagan and Darnell. We're going to box him in there. It goes off of Henry's foot. Go out. They're going to get throw in. Number 7 going to throw it in on far side. Looking for, got a whistle on that one. Told him to back up and try it again.
Yeah, Mena was trying to take a couple extra steps on that one, and
he was saying, move it on down, move it on down.
Yeah, trying to get it. Mena's going to throw in, looking for Evans, that target player, but
not going to make it. Going to get the throw in reverse.
Yeah, Evans going to.
Forsythe going to give it a good throw. Brings it in to Hagan.
Played up to Evans. Evans not really paying attention there, but
we're under 5 minutes left in this half.
It's going to be Mena on the far side. He's going to check it back to 14, Jones. It's a new addition to the Storms team on the field now. Jones looking to play it forward to Mena. It's going to be dealt with by Zhang and played out. A little extra shot there for Zhang by Mena after the clearance.
That's what I mean about, for some refs, they would have caught that quickly and blow the whistle on that one, but it's just the way it goes.
This will be number 2, Vaughn. He's going to take the throw for the Storm. Looking for a little bit of movement there. I'd imagine they'll target Evans, and they do. It's dealt with and cleared out by Nichols. It's going to be another Storm throw on that far left side, about 35 yards out. And I would imagine they will look for Evans again on this one. Quick little short throw there. Try and play it down the line. It's dealt with quickly by Forsythe, played out. Blaine's going to make a run for it, but forces a nice turnover there. Kicked a little heavy by Joel Jones for the Storm. Nichols going to take this next throw in, looking to play a long ball down the line. Over the head, and Darnell's going to receive that.
Almost got a knee in the back of his shank there.
A little bit.
Ball pitched over by Henry over to Forsythe. Forsythe's going to send it down the line and high. Goes out.
That's something I'll imagine at halftime. Coach Schaefer will talk with the boys about is we're relying a little too much on that long ball down from the backs, and when you don't have a ton of support up whenever you're trying to have a quick transition, it's tough to win that ball.
Ball comes across the far side, chased over by 11, goes out off of him. Jin Hong going to get ready quickly for the throw in, sends it over to Frisch. Frisch picks it up, and he's going to let it roll back in, sending it high. Again, the high ball, with the way they're boxed in, may not be the best motive.
Yeah, it's another one of those, a long clearance that it's off the head of Hagan and then picked up pretty quickly by the Storm defender. Storm will have another throw here.
Fixing to be at the 2-minute mark. It's gonna, we're official time. We probably got about 3 minutes left, 4 minutes left probably.
Yeah, I would imagine with stoppages, had an injury. That was a little foul there. No
No
call.
whistle.
Interesting no call there. To put the whistle up to his mouth like he wanted to call it and then didn't. I'm not sure why there was no advantage there, but it is what it is. It's going to be checked over there to Mena. Holding on to the ball, a little 1v1 battle. Gets by Ryan Frisch. Mena still holding on to it. Mena across the top of the 18. Push out by Ken Solving. Yeah, Ken Solving did an excellent step there.
Blaine steps to him.
Let me see Fuentes with the ball. Holding on to it. Looks to check it over to the other Cifuentes.
What did we have a whistle before?
Little offside call.
Okay.
Got a little
I didn't see the flag go up. I saw him head over that with his head turned and blew the whistle, so I wasn't sure what that was.
Yeah, number 8, Javen Jones came in a little quickly on the was a bit anxious on that far side. Decided to try and jump the gun a bit, and the Tigers will get a free kick off of this.
With the style, the way he turned his head, I thought he might have been calling a foul on that side.
Yeah, he I guess he picked up on it just as the line judge did. It's going to be Mena holding on to the ball. He's going to play it over to Jones. He's going to play it back to Mena. Mena pretty quick on his feet there. Holding a little 1v1 battle with Ryan Frisch. Gets a little bump in the back. Jin Hong is going to deal with that and
Makes
play
a
it out of
save.
bounds.
Makes a save, makes him reset. Going to throw into the far corner probably. Going to try to send it back up.
We see Fuentes throwing it into, or Mena throwing it into Cifuentes, my bad. Cifuentes going down the line. Heavy 50-50 challenge by Nichols. Cifuentes coming back for it quickly, and that should be a Tiger throw.
Good check there, but hard.
Going to give it to the Storm there. Look for a quick throw to Mena. Mena, excellent shot and an even better save by Schultz.
Schultz knocks it down, and then Ken Sullivan sends it out. So that was handball right about the top of the crest there on the midfield circle.
That was a absolutely world-class save by Schultz on that one. That was a excellent struck on the outside of the football by Mena. That is a tough shot to hit.
Should have never had the opportunity, but good save, good opportunity.
Right, and Schultz looks it quickly, ball over the top, and that is going to be dealt with by Joel Jones. They're going to look to feed Mena. Cifuentes goes to Evans. Evans with the ball, a little slide tackle by Nichols. This time, a little pushing there by Evans in the back off the ball. First little whiff there. It's going to be to Mena. Mena and Frisch in a 1v1. Mena holds him off. He played to Jones, back into Mena. Zhang, who clears it up to Jones.
Referee definitely letting them take advantage of the aggression on it.
And that'll do it
And
for
that's
the
the
half.
half.
It's going to end 1-0 Storm at the half. Hard-fought half, very physical half.
That was about 5 minutes in off an unfortunate kick that came off the chest of Ken Sullivan, rolled in where Beckett couldn't get his hands on it. Strong play by Caldwell, trying to deal with this defense on the back end to get a good opportunity. This first game of the 7th District matchup. The last time we were here, it was a head-to-head like this. Ended up with a 1-0 win off of a penalty kick battle at the very end off a golden goal, and so we'll see what happens coming up in this second half.
Yeah, something I imagine the Tigers will look to make a couple adjustments. I would say that one would be dealing with that long ball, and that's something we can talk about after our break.
Let's go back to the studio and take about 4 minutes so we can be prepared for what's going on. All right, 4 minutes now back at the studio. Folks are going to concession stands, those kind of things. So as you have time to come out and see the second half of this game, come on out. I don't know if we've got a technical problem back at the studio, but we are going to go back to the studio here for a moment to get the sponsors in. At WPKY Online, we are glad to have the folks that are around helping present this opportunity for us to have the radio in. We're online, so if you need to watch it on video, you just go to WPKY Online, click on Watch and View there. Jordan Dunn out with all the technical devices to make that happen, and so so that we can get those folks in, let's go back to the studio for about 4 minutes.
Stop by Sandra's Gatherings where she is welcoming fall. Using traditional harvest florals, Sandra's Gatherings has created a down-home decor mixed with country collectibles, helping to give your home that time-worn charm. Make sure to ask about the new 1803 Keepers of Light candles and scents that have arrived just in time to complete your autumn inspiration. That's Sandra's Gatherings, 116 East Main Street in downtown Princeton. Phone 270-365-4000.
Princeton Drug Company, 103 West Main in Princeton, proudly features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service. Princeton Drug offers 10-pound delivery, in-store pickup, or a convenient drive-through window. Princeton Drug has a wide selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion. Princeton Drug is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585.
Whether it's a new addition to your home, a family vacation, bill consolidation, medical bills, starter loans, auto loans, or auto repair, whatever your need might be, let ABC Finance and their friendly staff help you. ABC Finance can help you through the tough times. Stop by or call ABC Finance today, located on 62 West at Princeton Plaza in Princeton. Phone 365-7444. Call Jody Lamb or one of the friendly staff, and they will do their best to get the money you need.
This is Carol at the Woodall Agency at 110 West Washington Street in the heart of downtown Princeton. Our agency is proud to have been a part of the community since 1907. We want you to come by and see us soon. We may be able to save you some money on your home, auto, motorcycle, or mobile home insurance. We offer discounts for good students, multi-policy, safe drivers, and many more. We appreciate our loyal customers, and we will work hard to make you feel like part of the Woodall Agency family. Call me today at 365-5541.
Hello again, everyone. It's time for another Brent Ladd Pigskin Pick of the Week, and this week's pick is a dandy. A brand new Dodge Ram Crew Cab 4x4 that's 20% off. This week's pick lists for $44,680 and is on sale for $35,744. That's right, over $8,900 off a brand new Dodge truck. Brent Ladd's pick is a 5.7 Hemi and 20-inch chrome wheels, all for only $35,744. Come see me, Brent Ladd at Trice Hughes for this week's special, and remember, shop local and go Tigers.
When you need extra time to heal, Caldwell Medical Center's Twin Bed program can help you if you've been discharged from a hospital but still need recovery time before going home. Who's right for twin bed? Patients with recent joint repair or replacement, recovering from a wound or major surgery, patients who need acute physical or occupational therapy, patients in need of post-hospitalization pain management or IV therapy, or patients recovering from a stroke. For more information, contact Caldwell Medical Center at 270-365-0300. Caldwell Medical Center, located at 100 Medical Center Drive.
You know that horrible feeling you get when you realize your debit card is not in your wallet or on your desk or anywhere? I'm Ty Engelbright with First Southern National Bank, and you no longer need to worry. All account holders now have the ability to temporarily turn debit cards on and off using our new mobile banking app. Download our new app today to start using mobile deposit, debit card on-off, and many more great features. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
As we're here at the Butler Stadium, we've been talking about all the fancy food that's in foreign lands like Chicago and New York and different places that you can't get a hold of here in the Caldwell County. So we're back at halftime, getting ready for this second half of 7th District game between Hopkins Central Storm and the Caldwell County Tigers. Jacobs, tell us what's going on so far.
Yeah, it's been a hard fought. It's been a physical game. This has been the type of game you would expect in postseason play. Whenever it's win or go home time, it's going to be very intense. It's going to be very physical. I think that the Tigers came out with a lot of energy. They got a little unfortunate there on that own goal, and I'm hoping that the Tigers will be able to make some adjustments at halftime and come out. One of the biggest things that the Tigers were doing was relying a little too heavily on the long ball. That's something I would expect for them to change. Another thing, possess the ball a little bit more and try and find the key to unlock that diamond shape that's been in the Hopkins County Central Storm's back four.
We have been brought a ring. It's a young lady's ring that has the initial CTR on it. If you have over at the concession stands, if you would come over to see that and retrieve it, that would be a wonderful thing.
Got a little announcement out there, a little lost and found. Doing a little thing here.
We do it all, man. We do it all. No one does that. Doing a little play. Come over to the trainer and get a look side there.
To not get a little injury there in the box, that was a quick little 1-2 step. She's usually a little bit better on the ball. She shanks one over the top there. I have to tell her to
calm it on down. He facing in us defending that goal, and they will be headed the other direction, looking for the north end of this here field.
We'll like Butler Field. This will be girls game at 5. That will be Caldwell County versus Madisonville North Hopkins. And the boys will be the winner of this Caldwell County Hopkins Central Storm game against Madisonville North Hopkins at 7:30 p.m. directly to follow.
Then next week we'll move right into the regionals, and that will be played at
girls will be played at Henderson. Boys, I am not too sure about. I've kind of been on the girls' side.
Is it
of
Hopkinsville?
Henderson. The girls is hosted at Henderson. Boys.
Quite a jaunt. Henderson's quite a jaunt for regionals and draws quite a few folks over that way. So
be good. I know we're hoping to come out on top and be the first seed out of the 7th district. That would be a big deal for the Lady Tigers. I know the boys are hoping for the same thing, and be pretty excited about it.
I was just wondering if we'll be covering that at Henderson if they make it to regionals, and we will. Yes, absolutely.
That'll be good.
I'm not sure who that'll be, but we'll see what happens. Dennis, me and Dennis, me and Jacobs and Dennis.
I'll be coaching. I'll be on the sidelines down there.
How dare you?
Yeah, I know. Can only do so much. But, yeah, we'll play. Depends on the girls' seeding based off of Thursday night, whether we'll be the first seed or second seed from District 7 going into regional time. We definitely hope to be on the winning end of that one. I know it's something we've been preparing hard for. I know the boys would like to be in the same boat. The boys will look to, in the second half, start with one, tie it up, and then build on that to get a win and get themselves a ticket punch for the regional tournament, as well as the 7th District Championship coming up on Thursday.
Darnell and Hagan look like they're going to go to the top of this and take the ball.
Kickoff, I would imagine that the Tigers will be looking for a very quick start here.
And we're off and running. Ball sent back to the end, draw everybody down.
Good decisions, looks like already. Looks like the Tigers are trying to possess the ball a little bit more, which is something that will be beneficial to them. Frisch is going to look to drop the ball back to Schultz. Schultz going to survey the field, take a quick fake little kick there, play it out to Nichols. Nichols looking down to bring it down the end line. He's going to play it to Zhang over there on the far side, but it's going to be taken away. Played to Evans for the Storm. He tries to split two defenders. That is not going to work. It's going to be that combination of Cifuentes and Mena again. It's going to be the attack coming forward for the Storm, it looks like. Ball's going to be played out wide for Mena. Mena in a tough little battle, holds on to the ball. Is going to cross it into the box. That's going to be number 3 for the Storm, who receives that, drops it back to Evans, but that's broken up by Nichols. Nichols going to bring the ball forward. Look for a quick ball over the top, plays it to Darnell. A little bit heavy of a touch, 50-50, holds on to it.
Sends it back to Henry. Henry sends it over to Frisch, moves it towards the backfield again, sends it back to draw everybody up. I think they're moving towards trying to draw everybody off of this tight box out here, and if they continue to pass it the way they are, they may get a good opportunity for a shot.
Yeah, this is one thing we talked about at halftime, that the Tigers are going to look to play a little possession ball a little bit more, and this is a good start for the Tigers, I think, even though it's been in their defensive third a little more. They are holding on to the ball well. They are possessing the ball well. That's a good way to build an attack coming out of the back. Little miss hit there to Mena. Mena's going to play it to Evans, but that's going to be cleaned up by Zhang.
Sends it over to Schultz, and he picks the ball up, slows things down. Our scoring assistant for the night is taking an opportunity to earn some National Honor Society time, and we're grateful for her being over here. Not very talkative, however.
She's, I think Rachel's taken in the game of soccer, trying to learn a little bit about what's going on. Or as she likes to say, she is the best at soccer, so I don't know. She may be analyzing it in her head quicker than we can talk.
Does she know the end and what the score will be?
That I do not know.
She's not even going to guess. You're supposed to say we win, okay? All right, the ball's been down on our end. Got a breakaway with number 3 for...
It's going to be good low, trying to win it back from Kinsolving. Quick little play up, miss hit there.
Didn't have enough follow through on our end. Had an opportunity, excellent opportunity to make something happen. Just the timing was off a little bit there. Cannot have those kind of balls. He just gave it a little tap, sent it over the far side, and they picked it up.
It's going to be Cifuentes taking off down that far line again like he's been doing the majority of the game. Going to take his center to Evans. Evans is going to pull a shot that will go wide. Evans took that shot from about 19 yards out. Little curler goes around the far post.
Shouldn't have had that opportunity.
Yeah, that's when Tigers look to mark up a little bit tighter around the 18. That's the area where you want to have good defensive communication. Looking to play a quick kick up. Frisch. Blaine's going to get it. Cifuentes on the ball again. He has really been dominating that far side for the Storm. Nichols looking to play a long ball up.
Bush did a good job of tying up the defender there.
That he did. Boyce has been all around that back four tonight trying to clean it up, and he's done a good job overall.
Paredes is going to get prepared to go in. I don't know who he's subbing for.
Sure, there's going to be Mena trying to receive that ball again. Kinsolving picks it up.
Kinsolving picks it up. He's going to go ahead straight down the line. Sends it over where Mitchell can pick it up. And now Donnell to the corner. He stops it, getting ready to send it back over. Kind of draw him off. Goes on down to the corner and sends it up high, up and out.
Good opportunity there for
just
the Tigers.
Over the top. Stayed in control of it. Mitchell's taking it back out to the far side with a little push on the wall, if you will, over there from number, I can't see what number that is.
Not sure who that was over there. Number 1, possibly. I think
he turned Nathan around where I can't see either side of him.
Nathan Ritchie, if that is number 1.
Yes, it is, Nathan Ritchie. Going to bring Zinhong out, probably get a little instruction for what's happening, and Paredes is going to go over and get ready to throw it in. Drop the penny on the floor.
Look for a quick throw in here. That was an excellent opportunity a minute ago by the Tigers. Another one of those high floating balls over the top that is challenging for the Storm keeper. Didn't quite get a body in there on time, but I think the Tigers will be happy to keep those opportunities up as they press around the 18 now.
Impressive that even if we missed the opportunity, they stayed in control of the ball. Quite a push there, quite a push.
A little foul there, and that was actually the assistant referee from the sideline that made that call for the foul.
Again, center ref raises and escalates the heat on the game sometimes by the lack. So it's a good thing we've got the side ref with us.
That's going to be a little bit of a physical game. I think Scott here
being prompted to be a little more unpolitically correct as I speak, but the reality is the center ref controls the temperature of the game.
Scott with a good ball in the back post is floated across.
Good header.
Oh, unlucky. Put right on frame.
Hagen got a foot on it. It was a good look on all turns of that one, though. Just didn't get it completed.
That was a well-taken free kick. Good header at the back post. Hagen, unfortunate with to put it right on the keeper. It's tough spot for him to shoot it from. Tigers still building offensively, and they're looking to come back. Storm are in possession now. Forsyth's going to play it up, though, to Darnell. Darnell's in no man's land a little by himself.
Still leaving control in our hands, which is good.
A little help from Scott. Henry back there is going to look to pivot it out wide to Paredes. Paredes, unfortunate touch there, and that's going to be Evans coming forward with the ball. Evans going to take it far
Nobody
side.
with him is a blessing.
That was a good defensive drop there by the Tigers to take care of that situation. Evans trying to do work about 1-on-5. Just tough to
Heads up
do.
on this side. Paredes just didn't get under the ball good enough when that happened. You can't have those light biscuit touches, I call them, in the mix of what's going on as hot as this game is.
Yeah, that's one of those unfortunate touches. That's a little bit of inexperience there, but it's something I'm sure Paredes will correct on his next one around. This is going to be number 19, Charles French, trying to work it in, but it'll be cleared out wide by Forsyth.
Hey, Chase, get what Luis is. Luis, you can get in there.
Get some instruction from the sideline over here.
Don't out, top of the circle.
This is, and you can tell that the Storm defensively are trying to keep lots of numbers back. They've got their full four back there with Darnell. Good hustle there by Blaine.
Blaine pulls it all the way through, and he's still attacking it. Heads it in front to Frisch.
That was an excellent series there by Blaine. Blaine busting his tail to make something happen for the Tigers.
Looking, positioning is the best thing off that.
We're going to look to move forward here with Goodlow. We check back out to Mena. Mena looking to make that quick ball in on the run from Cifuentes.
Trying to beat Paredes.
Good little touch forward. Goodlow's going to take that shot.
Had two opportunities there if they weren't careful because they passed over Evans, who could have put a foot on it as well because they drew both of the defenders off.
Yes, this is something Tigers looking to get forward. Scott got a little momentum here, taking it on, takes the low shot just outside.
Rolled in the grass to the far side, about a foot off the post.
Just outside. Was an excellent awareness by Scott there to grab that ball, come forward, and just a bit too far off that far post, but a good opportunity for the Tigers.
Quick trigger. Hagen's going to come off. Schaefer's going in. They're moving Frisch up, it looks like, and Schaefer's going to drop back to mid.
Imagine get a little more offense going here. Play it up to Evans. Evans in a little bit of no man's land there with the Tigers defenders. Quick check back to Schultz.
Schultz going to try to take some time, send them back up.
To Paredes. Paredes gets a little bit better of a touch on this one, and he does. It's a good quick pass out to
Control and
Nichols.
sends it. Darnell's up on purpose on front.
Darnell 1v1 with the keeper.
Unfortunate, came out and stopped it right at the foot.
It's going to be scooped up by the North keeper, that is Chase Garrett.
He stepped over the top of the ball, and then when he put his foot down to shoot, he was going to have to back off of it a half a step.
Yeah, that's a tough one there whenever the keeper's already that far out. Darnell didn't have much of an angle there to shoot, but an excellent opportunity for the Tigers, and they are knocking at the door bit by bit. I would not be surprised to see one go in for the Tigers soon. Offensively, they are pressing very, very hard. Ken Sullivan being chased by Goodlow.
Back.
Touch Goodlow is a little bit everywhere there. Goes back to Paredes.
Good strong pass, and Paredes not putting his foot in good angle. Scorekeeper is actually speaking now.
That's good. Getting a little intense to it. That's getting a little intensity, a little fire. Flip your hat backwards, get a rally cap going.
Nichols sending it back up to where Darnell can receive it at the top of the crest at the 18. Frisch picks it up. He's going to take Chase with the ball over to the side.
Excellent
sends
ball,
it to
Scott.
Mitchell Scott working his way through. And
There's
Darnell.
the finish.
There it is.
There's the
there
finish right there by Darnell. Excellent work there by Mitchell Scott down the wing. Good 2 touches over the side. Plays it central to Darnell. Buries it from about 6 yards out. Excellent goal by the Tigers. Excellent answer, and it is 1-1.
1-1 with 10 minutes into the second half. So we're tied up. The way this game has gone with the momentum, if they can keep that momentum and strike at the right time, it's probably going to be whoever scores next is taking the game home as long as the defense stays the way as it is.
Yeah, this is one, like I said, the Tigers been knocking at the door, been pressing offensively. You can tell there is a ton more energy. The Caldwell County 11 that are on the field now.
Well, we're home, at home, want to stay at home.
If the Tigers were to pull this out, it would be a Caldwell County Madisonville North Hopkins doubleheader for the District 7 championship game.
Be good to take both trophies home.
That would be very, very good. It's going to be a free kick now from about 30 yards out for Central. Ooh, very fortunate there that the Tigers did not just concede on that one. Not sure, there's a little bit of miscommunication there on the back four as far as marking goes. That was Evans and Goodlow came in completely untouched, and thankfully for the Tigers, neither one was able to connect.
Going to take their time bringing it back down on the side to draw everybody up.
Scott taking a good touch there. Plays off to Henry. Tigers are going to look to build something going forward. Not bad little possession ball there. Forsythe in a good position on the wing. Excellent touch to receive that ball.
Good communication as well.
That was fantastic. Now on the side to Scott. Little nutmeg, but it's going to go taken away to number 19, Charles French. It's always good. I know if you can get a little nutmeg action on somebody, that's always exciting for a player. Good touch there by Henry to win that ball. Frisch with it now is going to look to play the far side.
I don't even want to comment.
Nutmeg, you never heard that term?
No.
Through the legs.
I understand.
It's nutmeg.
Exactly.
It's true. It's going to be Manna now. Schaefer and Manna in a 50-50. Manna comes out of the top of that. One's going to look to play it over to Fuentes, making the run down the line. Played advantage for a handball. Did not give the advantage there, but that's good for the Tigers. A little miscommunication, a little run in by Schaefer on Blaine there. Whoa. Little false foot there by Darnell, almost got him in. Forsythe comes down with the header. Tigers going to look to play the ball up now. That ball is going to be checked back to Luis Hernandez. He's going to play it back to Jacob Parker. Parker for the Storm is going to look to play it out wide to Goodlow. It's going to be intercepted by Forsythe and go out for a Storm throw.
I think I just got bit by a Zika bug.
And there's about a
pond of
them. A pond of them down there in front of us. Forsythe and Goodlow in a 50-50 battle. Forsythe's going to win that and play it to Frisch. Kicked up to Darnell. 50-50 ball. Will wins it.
Sends it to Blaine. Blaine tries to catch it. And
seen the referee a couple times go to play advantage, but then whenever the advantage presents itself, there is no foul called.
Again, he turns the heat up on the game sometimes.
Playing to Nichols. Nichols going to play it to Blaine. Gets checked back to Nichols. Nichols back to Blaine.
Blaine gives it a pooch over the top to Darnell. Darnell gets, and no whistle again.
Letting him play. He's going to look to play it wide to Scott. Scott's going to look to quickly move the ball forward. Quick over the top to Darnell. Number 20, that is Dylan Norris, is back there to clean that up. Michael Henry in a little 50-50 with Manna. Chip back over the top to Frisch. Good little flick on to Darnell. He's going to play it out wide to Scott. Scott's going to take the ball down the outside of the 18. Quick little cut in. Little 50-50, bit of a push there in the box. No call. Scott going 1v1. That is
no whistle.
Whoa, no whistle in the box. Interesting that is a no call there. There was a bit.
Yeah, and you get into the position when you're not calling those like that where somebody's going to get hurt if they're not careful. And that's really not needed in district tournament or any other tournament.
That was a bit handsy there. Mitchell Scott was bodied off the ball. Looked like a bit of a shove, but not according to the center referee. That is why he is down there and we are up here.
That's why he gets paid and we don't.
He's going to get the play in. He's got Cifuentes checking down. Ball's going to be played to Blaine. Blaine, good little hold on to the ball there, a little stall.
And we talked about it earlier, and they pulled the diamond to one side or the other, which has given us an opening to get it to Darnell and to Mitchell down here, but we've got to capitalize on it one more time.
As we've done a much better job of switching that.
They're drawing the whole group to one side is what they're doing.
They switch to fill to play, check it in, try and hit a defensive gap. It's going to be Cifuentes now with the ball. 50-50 with Colin Schaefer coming down to the middle of the field. Cifuentes is going to lay it off to Mena. He's going to chip the ball over the top. Cifuentes in pursuit, but Blaine is going to beat him there. Blaine, a little ball on to Kinsolving. Blaine, good 50-50 win there. Blaine, I've been really impressed.
Strong tonight.
Couple minutes.
Strong tonight. Sends it to Frisch.
Blaine is he has turned it up for this game. He is looks to have a lot of confidence. He's been making good decisions, and that's something they'll hope to build on.
Sometimes it only takes opportunity for a guy to get his feet on.
And especially in a tournament like this is when you want to turn that play on.
Will pulls it to the middle, sends it back to Forsythe. Forsythe going to send it over to Mitchell. Mitchell gets a turned with 3 on him. Still looking for somebody up to the far corner, and he's going to send it over to Frisch. Frisch has got a head up in the corner and down by the line. Tiger ball.
Will be a Tiger throw. This
looking good.
The intensity of this game has gone up tremendously as the second half has gone on, especially after that Tiger equalizer.
Definitely shifted gears.
It has. Tiger's been much more on the offensive. We've had the better opportunities this half. Looking to work the ball in. Quick little play, try to get to Blaine. It's going to come out to Henry. Checks it to Scott. Scott is going to lose it. That's going to be cleared up for another Tiger throw.
A little too far in front of him for to control it when he got that ball on that one.
And it appears that you can tell Central's getting a little uneasy defensively. They're starting to get a little panicky, a little shifty.
The unfortunate part is if they get that, we did get a whistle there, and it's going to go our way.
It's going to go the other way. It's going to be off. Foul against Evans. Him and Nichols going into one of those 50-50 battles they have been all game. Ball played over to Forsythe. Forsythe going to look to play the ball, check it to Darnell. High in the middle, is going to look to play a quick ball into Scott. Scott's going to take it down the inside of the 16. 18, quick pass.
Look for Blaine over on the far side, but got caught up in the middle. Blaine still attacked the ball on the far side of the box.
Playing tremendously out there. I cannot say that enough, how well Blaine has been playing in that wing position. Good low and Darnell in a quick battle there. It's going to be a foul on Darnell for that one. Or Forsythe, sorry, not Darnell.
Forsythe. A lot of pushing with no response on the whistle. I don't know if he could hear that, but.
There's going to be Jacob Parker taking the free kick for the
Thought I might throw that in while we were commentating there.
Parker looking to take the free kick.
Definitely a little handsy.
Playing the ball over the top. Unlucky header there by Forsythe, and that's going to be scooped up by.
Also guarded by Nichols, which was a blessing, holding off number 3.
It was good, good defensive recognition there to check back on the ball. Schultz going to look to play this ball up very quickly.
Sends it over to the far side, Blaine.
A little heavy touch, it'll be a Storm throw.
Got some subs.
Coming in for the Storm's going to be number 14, Joel Jones, and number 5, Carlos Cifuentes.
19's coming out, and number 10, Evans, is coming out.
That'll be French and Evans coming out. Looking like Cifuentes is going to go up.
Setting them to the side, get a little air in them probably.
Take Evans' spot, I would imagine they may
look for a quick shot. Yeah.
It's going to be a Storm throw on the far side midfield.
Get a little air in the lungs and give them opportunity to challenge.
Kinsolving going to check that ball up. I hope the Tigers kind of go back to that possession play that they were doing before. That is working very, very well for them. As they look to win the ball quickly back from the Storm, they do. Quick little touch there. Looking to move forward quickly with Frisch on the ball. Plays out to Blaine.
Blaine sends it down, looks for Darnell. Darnell's tripped up right there.
Little foul
ball
there.
Going that way.
This is a good spot for the Tigers right here. I would say about 40 yards out or so.
Unfortunately, he clipped that bad leg. I'm glad he didn't go down under him.
Yeah, that is very fortunate. You got Scott taking this ball now. I would imagine he's going to look. It's a bit far out, I would say, for a shot on frame. Would not be surprised for a high little floater onto the back post for either Nichols or Darnell to try and hit it in. Scott with the kick, little floater up high corner.
Looking for the top high corner on the right-hand side there is what he was looking for.
Not a bad effort. It was a floated ball, a little bit dangerous ball, floating to the high corner there.
Number 2 going in for number 3 for.
So that's going to be Ryan Vaughn coming in for Kenny Goodlow. Hopkins kick. It's going to be won by the Tigers.
I'm going to say they're going to let them guys set out until about the 10-minute mark, give them some fresh legs for the last run.
Yeah, I would not argue that. I would say that is probably their plan as well.
Nichols sending it far back to draw everybody up. Sends it on down. Gets headed and blocked.
Very, very fortunate there for the Tigers.
Schultz did a good job of taking care of his box there and taking care of business. Got a little beyond Nichols and Kinsolving there on the run.
Yeah, that's when Nichols
just a quick step to it.
Nichols and Kinsolving are going to have to communicate a little bit better back there. They left a gap a little wide, and that allowed a run to come in. Comes Mana with the ball. Is going to look to flip it over the top. It's going to be dealt with by Nichols.
Good high bouncer in the header. Darnell picks it up, changes the momentum, sends it back to the line. Henry's looking for Blaine on the far side, but up in front of him too far. Ball thrown in quickly by Central.
Going to be checked over here to number 2, Ryan Vaughn. Vaughn's not going to be able to get to it. Forsythe, little heavy touch goes out. It's going to be a Central throw by Vaughn. Vaughn's going to throw into Mana. Mana quick. Little flick over to the side. Vaughn holding on to it. It's going to be forced out of bounds by the Tigers.
Thrown into Mitchell.
Flow
Scott.
down the line. It's going to be a throw in now by number 18, Jacob Parker. Parker's going to look for the quick throw in over the head of Forsythe.
Kinsolving sends it on back down so they can work the ball.
Vaughn, ball far side going 1v1 with Scott, plays it over, intercepted by Henry, but one back by Cifuentes. It's going to be back to Hernandez, played to Cifuentes, Cifuentes back to Cifuentes. Cifuentes in a 1v1, goes for the chip and plays it a bit high, would not have mattered.
Did he chip that off his left foot? Did he, huh? You don't think so? It looked like he pushed forward with his right foot and then come back at it with his left.
Yeah, it was a quick little chip over the top. I believe that the assistant on the far side there called that offside, but I believe they let it wave off to give them a goal kick. Tigers have the goal kick now. And that was Cifuentes to Cifuentes. They were looking to work in, but the Tigers were able to deal with it. So we played up to Scott.
Not enough blue meeting him over here with it.
Parker's got the ball 1v1 with Scott, wins it, takes it down the line. Schaefer in pursuit. Parker still holds on to it, looks to feed it to Mana, but it is taken away by Kinsolving. Kinsolving, excellent ball down the line.
4 sets of fresh feet made a difference in the momentum a minute ago.
It did. The Storm were able to get a little bit of offensive prowess going, a little bit of pushing and shoving there by Frisch, and I believe that is Ryan Vaughn. No, pardon me, that is Joel Jones. We'll be back up to Frisch. Frisch and Jones going back at it again.
Michael Henry stopping ball, sending it to Schaefer. Schaefer's attacked by number 11.
So we see Fuentes is everywhere. This is going to be back to number 14, Joel Jones. Jones holding on to it.
High kick. Almost to the point of, depending on the ref, could have had a whistle on that one. Well above the waist.
Yeah, it's pretty high. Darnell, fortunate he didn't catch the worst end of that. It's going to go out now for a Storm throw.
You got kind of a no zone, and above the waist, you're getting close, but when it's head high, it ought to be automatic, but sometimes it's not.
Scott steps in, wins the ball. Scott coming. Scott 1v3. Little miss hit by the Central defenders. Going to lay it off to Darnell. Darnell plays it to Frisch, about 35 yards out. Frisch looking 1v1. Frisch with the long shot.
Good
Not
look.
A bad shot.
Good look.
Not a bad shot. That
Been
was
down and slower. It might have went in at that top right-hand corner.
That was a smart take there by Frisch. Not a bad look. He got himself some space, pulled it just a bit high and outside. Tigers with a good
At
opportunity.
this point in the game, it's good to take that look and go ahead and shoot. You never know what will happen with it.
Exactly. You put it on frame.
Get a whistle and a trip. Everybody stays calm.
It's going to be fouled by Joel Jones on Mitchell
Everybody
Scott.
stays calm.
Scott's going to look for this. Well, it's going to be
Nichols
to take it now. I would imagine there's going to be a run in back post. He's going to play it in short to Frisch. Frisch holding on, holding on, holding on. Little 1v1. Frisch needs some support here. Somebody's got to help him.
He's looking for Forsythe. There it is. Sent into Darnell on purpose at the line.
Forsythe, good ball in. Darnell.
He's going to go ahead and chip it. Still out to the far side on the right-hand side.
One of those Tigers are looking to take shots. They're looking to press. Just got to start to turn those hips a little more. Get it on. This is going to be another kick by Dylan Norris, who's had his work cut out for him back there on that back line the second half.
Blaine still attacking the ball on the far side, looking good.
It's going to be to Cifuentes. It's going to be played to his brother, I'm going to assume, Cifuentes. This number 11 is going to be Emiliano Cifuentes.
Quick throw in on their side.
Going to play to Mena in the center. Mena's going to look up.
Met by Nichols. Now Schaefer's challenged by number 7.
Mana's trying to go 1v2, a little tough.
What did we get a whistle for here? On number 7, finally after quite a bit of pushing.
That is going to be a card on number 7. That is Juan Rivera Mena is going to get his first yellow card of the game. A little caution there from the referee.
I'm not sure who the gentleman is over there doing the taunting. Are you picking that up on the video there? It's quite a scene we've got going on over there.
Not sure who.
That's cool. We're going to get a.
We're going to assume he is on a 7 and number 7 came off. I'm going to say there's a little relation there maybe. Mena's going to look to come right back into the game here, check back in and see what he can do to make a bit of a difference.
I'm surprised they didn't ask that gentleman to sit down, especially with it being a district game like that.
It's going to be Nichols take the free kick. Long ball in.
Unfortunately, out too far to the side for us to get it. We're getting close to the 10-minute mark left in this half. We're at 1-1. It's looking like a very exciting process again.
Oh, bad miss hit by the keeper there. Darnell was unfortunate to lose that. Yeah, I would dare say that in the last 10 minutes, this is going to be a very, very chippy game. I think as it goes along, there's going to be more pushing, more shoving, more physicality. I would not be surprised by that one bit on either side.
Ball comes high. Number 4 goes ahead and punches it out on the far side. Give us a throw in if they can get set up and ready. Avoiding the whistle to let Fuentes in.
He is trying to get in down here. It's going to be played. Quick hit to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to look to hit it. A little bit of a miss hit there.
Got high on top of the ball, but again, it's only going to take that quick little jaunting moment.
It's a 1v3 here for Evans. Ball's going to go out of play. I think Evans realized that and took a quick little hit that way to stall the game. I think Mana's going to look to get back in the game pretty soon. Shouldn't be on this one as the Tigers have a throw in. Ball comes to Kinsolving. Kinsolving's going to look in the back, going to look to play a long ball deep for Darnell. Darnell gets a touch on it, stalls, starts to move forward. A little 1v1's going to check it back to Michael Henry. Henry, midfield. Check the ball outside, but that's going to be intercepted by number 14, Joel Jones. Taken by Evans. Evans and Kinsolving in a 1v1. Little push there, but no call. No call. Kinsolving there. Gets up.
Kinsolving picks up the ball and keeps going. Got behind the foot of Frisch on that one.
This could be dangerous here if Evans gets this ball. A little bit of a miss hit there. Tigers are going to.
Kinsolving steps back and steps into the ball. Deflects it at that time.
That's going to go out for number 11, Emiliano Cifuentes, and Fuentes is going to put it high over the bar. Mena is going to check back in the game now for the younger Cifuentes. some emotions
A
running
little high
here.
emotion at the 10-minute mark is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it is. It's running high, and you would expect that in a 1-1 semifinal elimination game. It's going to run high. Schaefer looking to play the ball out for Blaine. Blaine with a little bit of space now is closed down by the central defender. Beats him 1v1 and takes it down the lane. Goes for another tackle, beats him again. And
Giving them an awful lot of liberty and all that.
Going to be played out for a Tiger throw-in.
Getting an awful lot of liberty.
It's going to be Schaefer taking this throw.
Liberty could lead to death, though.
Number 5, Colin Schaefer plays it down the wing for Blaine.
Blaine tangled up with
not sure the number
number
there.
1.
Very physical play down there. This is one, it's going to get rough.
Letting them do it, and if you'll notice, it escalates over the pot into the stands. The unfortunate part is when that happens, you've got guys that are moving around the stands over. Darnell taking an opportunity in front of 5. You've got fans mixed in everywhere else, and you can have things said and people act up and all kinds of stuff.
This is going to be Norris taking that kick out of the back again. Blaine with a little touch on it, chest it down, flips it off
Still
the defender.
chest, yeah, looking good.
To make it in at Cifuentes that wins the ball. Cifuentes coming back with it. Little chip over the top to Evans. Evans going to head it looking for Mana, but Nichols is in to ruin that idea.
I like that, ruin that idea. Ball's out on the far side. They're going to get the throw in.
That.
We're at the 8 minutes to go mark. We've probably got more like 9.
It's going to be Mana throwing the ball in, looking for Evans over the top. Evans is going to receive it off the head. Evans, quick little touch in. It's going to be a 1v1 battle, but Schultz is going to be there to stop
Wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up.
Ryan Vaughn over there overlooking the keeper a bit, looking for a loose ball there. But Schultz is pretty sure-handed and is going to be able to handle that easily. Schultz, a little drop kick over the top to Frisch. Excellent touch by Ryan Frisch there. Just past midfield, the circle, plays it over to Blaine.
Blaine sends it back to Frisch, and he sends it down the line. Blaine going to take it on up to the corner. Just a little too hard kick on that far sloping corner that we have in the far side of the field.
Unfortunate. Blaine, though, in that one doing everything right. Made the correct pass, made the correct run, just a bit heavy of a touch. That's some inexperience coming in, but he has played excellently on that far side.
At this juncture, Schaefer received the ball, but bad touch, and they cannot let that just go. Just like that touch right there. They've got to just keep their head up and stay focused on that. Just because it doesn't go, you got to move to the next step on it.
This one, Tiger's going to look to rebound back here. The throw in by Nichols to Blaine. Blaine and Cifuentes going down that far left side.
Blaine working that side good.
He is. Him and
Well.
The Kentucky coming out in here, right?
Good. Well, he's doing something over there.
Putting in some work over there. Schaefer looking to take a throw about midfield on the far left side. Down to Blaine. Blaine making the run in. Going to go 1v1. Take a little touch off of. Can't quite tell what
number 1 again, I think.
That is. It's going to be number 1, Nathan Ritchie, on the far side. It'll be another Tiger throw for Schaefer. Looks to play it in quick midfield, but that's going to be broken up by a Storm defender. Ball goes from Evans out of play for a Tiger throw. Schaefer looking for this throw.
Sends it right into Darnell. Darnell's quickly attacked before, but saved it, put it down on the far corner.
Blaine,
chipped it back to Blaine.
There.
Frisch.
Henry probably
going to draw the ball. Yep. Moves it on.
Plays it to Scott, but that's taken by Vaughn. Vaughn holding a little 1v1 is going to play it out to Joel Jones. Jones holding the ball, trying to play it back to Vaughn. Vaughn's going to receive it. Vaughn, little past midfield, plays it to Jones, checks it up to Evans, who's going to lay it in the air over for Cifuentes. Cifuentes loses the ball, trying to play it to Mena. Back to Jones, back over the top. Kinsolving going after it with Vaughn in heavy pursuit. Vaughn is going to get a touch, and that ball is going to go out for a central throw. Would not be surprised to see this one go into extra time.
It happened before.
It has.
It's terrible.
Yeah, would not be surprised to see this one.
Now, in tournament time, am I correct that if we go into overtime, good. Whistle. We get the ball back right here, midfield. If that happens, 5 minutes.
2 5-minute overtime periods. Pretty sure they're both golden goal. And if that does not work, then you'll settle it in PKs.
Which is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Check down to Scott. Scott's going to receive the ball. Quick little turn there on the outside. Is going to bring it more central. Plays it to Henry in that defensive mid-roll.
Did not get a good foot on the ball.
Jones to Evans. Evans maybe looking to play minute in. Stalls and is going to play it to Cifuentes coming down the line. Cifuentes checks the ball off to Mena. Mena, quick little back heel. Going to play the ball all the way over for Vaughn.
Wide open.
Vaughn checks it back. Good read by Nichols, who plays it to Forsythe. Forsythe checks it up to Scott down that far right side.
Sends it right up the middle. Darnell's too far up on the far side. Ball's coming back out on our side over here.
A little bit of a panic touch from the central defender there. I think that's Richie on the far side. Plays it out. Tigers are going to possess.
They're about 20 feet off of that play, which had Darnell open. He just couldn't get to it. Now Darnell's controlling the ball.
He's got a man coming quickly. It's Mena pressing Henry. Henry gets it off of his foot. It's going to go out
This
for a
is
Tiger
one of those
throw.
moments where they got to be mindful that those guys are not going to give up, so they're going to have to continue, act like there's somebody on you all the time.
Yeah, this is the tense moment here. About 3 minutes, give or take a minute or two in stoppage, left in the half. This is one where you do not want to make a mistake.
Or give any slack.
No,
that was a slack moment there.
It's where you have to be at the top of your game. This is going to be a throw in here by Darnell, or Forsythe, I believe. Plays to Darnell. Darnell in the box. Going to check to Forsythe. Forsythe looking for the cross. Little touch, that's going to be cleared up by Vaughn, but headed by Henry over to the far side. Frisch in pursuit of that. Frisch will get it.
Let it go too far out.
It's going to be Cifuentes who gets it, plays it down the line. Evans and Nichols in pursuit, goes out for a
It's evident both teams have run out of some juice in this.
Yeah, you can tell a little fatigue starting to set in here, and this has been a hard-fought game. Kinsolving looking to play the ball
Sends it to Mitchell
Scott.
Scott. He gets a toe on it, sends it over to Henry. Henry misses it, picked up again. Mitchell Scott steals it from 11, sends it on down to Frisch.
Good
Frisch
ball.
Toes it over. He taps it in to
Darnell taking it into the box. Quick little stall there. Is going to check it to Schaefer. Schaefer maybe looking to shoot. Little heavy touch there.
Instead of dropping it, he should have kicked it.
Central looking to counter quickly. Vaughn, little heavy panic tuck.
Good pickup by Henry. Ball received in the front side. Checked.
Mena with the ball. Frisch with it. Goes 1v1. Going to go 1v1 again. He's going to hold on to the ball.
Looking to head up to Mitchell.
Checks it into Scott.
Too many white shirts.
Scott in the box. Should be out for it's going to be a central throw.
Been wonderful if that had been a corner kick. We're under the 2-minute mark. We're on official time right now, 1-1 in this 7th district play.
This is a hard-fought semifinal here. Tigers looking to lock the Storm in down low. They're going to play it. Scott flips it over to the center. Darnell in pursuit. That's going to go back to Norris. Norris tries to play it up. Richie's going to kick that ball out for a Tiger throw to maintain pressure. In stoppage time here in the second half of the 7th district semifinal.
Again, those taps that are not deliberate make all the difference in the world right there.
It's going to be another throw here by Cifuentes. He's going to throw the ball up. It's going to be headed by, who's that, Paredes.
Not enough on it. Now you got a 2-on-3.
Got Mena with the ball. Mena pressed by Michael Henry. He's going to check it back. Frisch goes to step in on the younger Cifuentes. Mena taking it down the far side. Mitchell Scott. Scott's got to be careful going in with those slide tackles with one yellow already. That's not a one you can misjudge. Forsythe pressing in hard.
Sending it far down. Not enough blue down here with it. Frisch gives it a toe tap over. Mitchell's going down the far side. Coming up to the 18. He's got him beat at the moment. Got a little push there. He's going to go in and go for the kick. It's right there. Darnell. Oh my goodness. Gets the ball in the mix of it. Comes up. Mitchell went down hard, and he's still down.
Oh my goodness. What
Had
a
the
chance.
opportunity. Come off the backside of the hip, actually, of number 13, I think it was. Had good opportunity. We're going to get the whistle here in just a second.
What a chance. Central defender dove in front to make that save. Very fortunate. He didn't get a handball. Now Evans is going to take this ball 1v1 up the middle. Evans with the shot. Evans with the goal.
In probably less than 60 seconds left in the game, 3 defenders get beat by an unfortunate kick.
This is one they've got to get the ball up. They've got to get the ball up and kick it off. Should be a quick kick by the Tigers. I'm not sure why they're walking around talking.
They've given it up.
This is one you've got to get on and get going. You don't know how much stoppage time is left. You've got to look for a quick ball forward.
Too many people on the field.
This is one he's going to take his time coming off. Quick ball forward, Darnell holding on to it. Darnell's going to check it back to Henry. Henry, heavy touch. Henry plays the ball over the top. It's going to be off the top of the head. This could go out for a Caldwell corner. It's going to be a deep throw for the Tigers. Dying moments of the second half here. Darnell's
live or die moment.
And that is going to be your game.
That's going to be an unfortunate.
That is a
unfortunate. Got some seniors definitely frustrated in the process. In the mix of it, Storm gets that one 2-1 in the last 60 seconds of the game, actually.
That is
in relation to what's going on.
Heck of a way, heartbreaking way to go out for the Caldwell County boys. That is a very, very tough way to go out. The Storm with that win punched their way into the 7th District Championship and the 2nd Region Tournament. They will play Madisonville North Hopkins on Thursday night, 7:30.
Good match, good hard-fought game. Unfortunate last 60 seconds. Lots of frustrated Caldwell County players. One unfortunate kick, got by, had some speed on it, and beat the defenders, and that's where we're at.
A little defensive break up there in the middle, and that will
one kick, basically.
One kick in the final seconds is what will end the Caldwell County Tigers boys season. Unfortunate way to go out there. Hard-fought game by the Tigers.
So Thursday night, 5:30, it'll be Caldwell County girls against
Madisonville North Hopkins.
And then Madisonville North against Central Boys right here at Butler Stadium at 7 o'clock. If you get an opportunity to come out and be a part of that, you do that. Unfortunate for us on the home field advantage, if you will, to lose that. Did an excellent job tonight. Nothing to be discouraged about as far as pride. Unfortunately, on the skill level, just got beat out in the last, I'd say 120 seconds. So nothing to have your head down about. It's a long, hard-fought season for the Caldwell County Tiger boys. Lots of injuries, lots of wounded, lots of adjustments and wrestling around. And advantage in the last, again, 120 seconds was taken over by Central by an unfortunate runaway and 2-1 victory. Central's going home ready for the finals in the 7th District of soccer in our area.
Yeah, that is a heartbreaking way to lose there in the dying seconds, especially. It's a good opportunity to take the go-ahead goal. Was denied by a diving Central defender. Good awareness on his part, not to take anything away from him. And then unfortunate counterattack there, splits through the middle, and that will be the end of the season for Caldwell County. It's a hard-fought game, not to take anything away from the Tigers. They fought hard, they played hard, they never gave up, even towards those dying seconds. And it's just unfortunate that some way that's how this game can play out.
We are glad to cover this game tonight. At the end of the day, we are grateful for all the sponsors that are out there who support Caldwell County sports and allows WPKY Online to be out there for those that can watch at home. These will be filed in the YouTube channel for you to go back and look at later. We're grateful for Jordan Dunn, the technical folks, Darren back at the office doing what they do so that you can have this opportunity. Continue to check in with us. Go to Facebook and see what's going on. and we are glad to be out here. Coach Jacobs and myself signing off for the end of this season for these Caldwell County Tiger boys soccer team. Don't forget Friday night's a ball game. Fort Campbell be covered in that fashion. Game starts at 7 o'clock. Don't forget, as you get ready to go down that way, if you're getting prepared, you need to be there early for check-in. It takes quite a bit to get in the house to see that game, so take a few extra minutes to get in. Be sure you got your driver's license, your insurance, and all legal personnel being with you. You can get in, go watch that game. Again, for us at WPKY Online, thank you for watching. We're going to go back to the studio, and we will be signing off.